Bollywood Talk on The Asian Show.
Alright, welcome to the second edition of Bollywood Talk here on The Asian Show, where today the main subject matter will be based on a multi-talented individual from the beautiful lands of Wales. Today I'm going to talk about upcoming star Rasheeda Ali. Now, for those of you who haven't heard of Rasheeda, she is an actress, singer, model and dancer who has worked through a variety of different, unique and awesome productions. Now, for all of you Bollywood fans who are tuning in, you'll be excited to know that Rasheeda has also danced in an upcoming Bollywood film called Shaandaar, and you can hear her experiences from that film later on, where she discusses working with Shahid, Kapoor and Alia Bhatt, and I'll be playing out a recorded interview which I had with her in January. But first, I want to talk more about her early career work, and the reason why I want to do this is what I think is a general consensus of most fans of any actor or actress, where I think we have a tendency to focus too much on their main productions that they're well known for. Now, of course, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, and I'm not saying all fans do this, but there are some who don't view an actor's early work. But I guarantee you, if you are able to find some of their early work, you would be very much indulged in it, and you would see and think how much they have developed as well. And that's why I want to talk about Rasheeda's early work history, as it will give you an understanding of how much hard work she has put in to get the opportunities like the one in Shaandaar. So now I'm going to run through her performance history, and you can find this on a website at RasheedaAliUK.com. That's RasheedaAliUK.com. Now, her website has many cool pages like gallery, showreels, etc. But I am particularly interested in the section called biography. Now, I'm going to read this out to you, and it will give you a clear idea of what she's done. Rasheeda started training in performing arts at Goisenon College with Estill teacher Tim Richards before training professionally at Andrew Lloyd Webber's Arts Educational School, London, where she graduated from in 2013. Whilst training, Rasheeda sang at the Laurence Olivier Awards and on BBC Radio 1's Friday Night is Music Night with the BBC Concert Orchestra. In her final year, Rasheeda played the roles of Marcy Park in Spelling Bee and Chutney in the UK Drama School premiere of Legally Blonde. Rasheeda booked her professional debut as an actress for the National Theatre of Wales during her final week at Arts Educational. She was then offered a role in the original cast of Morgan McIntosh's new musical Between Empires. Upon graduation, Rasheeda has gone on to perform in professional theatre and television. Since graduation, her credits include dancing at the Nobel Peace Prize in Oslo, Norway, acting with the National Theatre of Wales, Lemon the Musical at the Arts Theatre, Leicester Square, London, sci-fi short for the British Film Institute, dancing at the O2 Arena opening ceremony for the World Kabaddi League, and ITV's Britain's Got Talent. So that's Rasheeda's biography, which is extremely impressive, and I'm sure it will get bigger. Now, while reading that out was a mouthful for me to say, it does show us how much effort she has put into this, and from a solid academic background to working on big productions like Britain's Got Talent and Shaandaar, the future is indeed bright for Rasheeda Ali. So without any further delay, I'm going to play out an interview that I had with Rasheeda on a live show of The Asian Show in January. I believe it was January the 8th. So in this interview, she will talk about her early life. You'll also hear her promote a play that she was going to take part in. And she'll also reveal her experiences with Shahid Kapoor and Alia Bhatt on the sets of Shaandaar. So sit back, relax and enjoy the interview. Hi Rasheeda, how are you doing? It's great to have you on the show.
Hey, thank you for having me.
So just reading from your biography, you do have a strong academic background, but where did this love for acting and performance come from? I mean, did you have any inspirations to get into this line of work?
Well, it started from when I was very young. When I was about 5 or 6, I used to watch all the old Hollywood movies with my mum. And I remember watching Gene Kelly dance in a film called Anchors Away, and there's a really famous scene there with him dancing with Jerry Mouse from Tom and Jerry. And I remember watching that scene and thinking that, yeah, this is the kind of thing that I want to do. So I started going to performance classes and youth theatres, and eventually I was lucky enough to train at the drama school, Arts Educational. and now I'm a professional.
So what was the reaction like from your family? I assume they must have been really proud and they must have supported you all the way through it.
Yeah, my parents have been really supportive from day one. They've always used to take me back and forth to classes, and they were really supportive with me moving to London and sort of pursuing my career, going to the training schools.
Was that a bit scary for you, just moving to London by yourself?
It was a little bit, but I think you sort of get involved with everyone that's there, and everybody is sort of in the same boat when you move away to university. So I was lucky to sort of meet some nice people, and we were kind of in the same boat together.
Okay, so in your opinion, what was your first big break?
I think my first big break was my very first job, which is working with the National Theatre of Wales. I was actually in my last term at drama school, and I had a phone call about meeting Sam Jones, who is the casting director at the National Theatre of Wales, and I went to an audition for her, and she cast me in my first production, my first ever professional production, called Half and Half, and it was just such a lovely experience working with a theatre company sort of that standard straight out of school.
Judging from your biography, I mean, you said that you've also danced in an upcoming film called Shaandaar, which features Alia, Bhatt and Shahid Kapoor. Now, that must have been pretty cool. I mean, that's a feather in your cap. Were you able to meet the pair, and what was the experience on a Bollywood set like for you?
Shaandaar was my first movie, and it was an incredible experience. It was really cool to sort of see the scale of production. We had one of the scenes was filmed in a castle, and it was beautiful. There was a lovely big set, chandeliers, candles everywhere, and it was really cool to work with Shahid and Alia because there was a little section in the ballroom scene where we got to choreograph the section, and we got to teach it to them, and it was really cool working with them. They picked up the choreography straight away, and they looked really beautiful. I managed to see some of the footage being played back, and it was really cool seeing like a little bit that we'd sort of put together and watching them perform. So that's definitely probably the best experience I had on Shaandaar.
Did you actually even get to speak to them and hold a conversation with them as well?
Yeah, I mean, in between takes, they were really friendly and really chatty, and it was just a nice experience because they're celebrities. It's nice that they were just chatting to everybody. So yeah, they were really friendly actually.
That must have been pretty cool. I mean, when I think of Bollywood dance scenes, I mean, they're huge. I mean, you normally have loads of extras. Was it the same with this one in particular?
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of people on set. The crew was huge. There was a very big cast, and then there was lots of extras, and there was quite a few dancers and stuff. So it was definitely a very busy set. But we worked really hard, and we had quite a few long hours in the shoot. But it was a really good experience. It was really good fun. So everyone was sort of in good spirits all the time.
What's your biggest ambition in the career in acting? I mean, do you want to break into Bollywood now after your experience in Shaandaar, or do you still want to hold on to Hollywood and just make it big in Hollywood, or perhaps even a bit of both?
I think a bit of both. I mean, I'd love to start doing British films or British TV, and the same with Hollywood. I think big films would definitely be something that everyone wants to aspire to. But with Bollywood as well, there's some really cool stuff that is being filmed at the UK, and there's lots of dance opportunities in there. So hopefully you'll be able to see me in more Bollywood films in the future.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, everyone's talking about Ranveer Singh and him getting 1 million followers on Twitter. So hopefully one day you can get 1 million followers on Twitter as well.
Hopefully.
So
I'll have to do a few more Bollywood films, I think.
And you're going to appear in a play on the 12th of January. Can you explain to our listeners what it's about, where it's held, and if there are any tickets available?
Yeah, it's called Click, and it's at the Tristan Bates Theatre. It's written by Tristram Kimbrough, and we're performing on the 12th of January. And it's about a character called Guy, and he's dealing with mental health issues, and he meets my character called Tegan, and she's also dealing with mental health problems. And what's interesting about the piece is that the world to the two characters doesn't quite make sense, and then when they come together, that's when everything seems to make the most sense for them, and when everything seems more coherent. So it's a really sort of interesting relationship between the two characters. A few days of rehearsals left. It's on the 12th of January, so if you do want to book tickets, you can buy them at www.tristanbatestheatre.co.uk.
That sounds pretty exciting. Well, good luck with that, and thank you very much, Rasheeda. It's been awesome having you on the show today. Hope you're going to have a great show on Monday.
Yes, thank you very much for having me.
It's all right.
Thank
My
you very
pleasure.
much.
See ya. Well, make sure you do follow Rasheeda on social media pages like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. All you need to do is search for Rasheeda Ali UK. And now we're going to play our next song, and this is Rasheeda singing Moonfall. And that was my interview with Rasheeda Ali in January. Now, I can happily reveal that the play Click was a big success, so congratulations to Rasheeda and everyone else who was involved. Now, just before I play Rasheeda's cover of a song called Moonfall, I want you to check her website, Showreels. Make sure you follow her on all social media pages. Just type in the profile name, Rasheeda Ali UK. And when you've done that, make sure you leave behind your comments and views in the comments section below. That's it from me. A big thank you to you, the listener, and also Rasheeda as well. The next time you hear me, I will be live on air this Thursday between 3 till 5. Take care, my friends.
Myself in dew before the cloak of night reveals the dawn. Time holds its breath while it conceals the dawn, and in the moonfall all sound is frozen still, yet warm against. Your skin will warm the chill.